Warrior Line, Soul Tribe, Assemblies Live. So come subscribe, your soul's in trial, or simply tied. It's soul medicine, it gets revived. The Warrior Line, Soul Tribe, Assemblies Live, it's friendly vibes. The soul medicine will give you life. You're a warrior, let's get this right. Warrior Line, Soul Tribe, Assemblies Live. So come subscribe, your soul's in trial, or simply tied. Warrior Line, Soul Tribe, Assemblies Live. So come subscribe, your soul's in trial, or simply tied. Your soul medicine, it gets revived. The Warrior Line, Soul Tribe, Assemblies Live, it's friendly vibes. The soul medicine will give you life. You're a warrior, let's get this right.
Welcome to Warrior Line Podcast with Aaron and Jennifer Conversations. Please like and subscribe to the channel as we discuss current events of today's time. We appreciate if you like and subscribe to the channel. That helps the algorithm. That helps us get more people liking the video and watching the video, and we greatly appreciate it. We greatly appreciate you liking and subscribing to the video. And with no further ado, after a vacation, a long struggling vacation, we're back. Conversation is back, and Jennifer is with me here, and we're going to get into some good discussion. How you doing, Jennifer?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you for having me again. It's always a pleasure.
Oh well, this is our Wednesday. This can come out Wednesday, so this is our Wednesday conversation. I'm excited about it because I've been around the world a little bit, and I traveled about over 10,000 miles going from Barcelona and back to here. So I'm rested, rejuvenated, fired up, and ready to go. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So you been doing okay?
Yes.
Working?
As well as any American can.
All right. First topic we're going to discuss is one Texan that I truly love and care about, Representative Jasmine Crockett from the Dallas area. She's been in the news lately for nothing that she's done wrong or anything. She's been in the news lately because she's been attacked by the degenerate, been attacked by other people. And so we want to focus on her and talk about her and lift her up. Jasmine Crockett, who's a Texas representative. She was in the Texas House before she went to the U.S. House of Representatives. And she's a great representative of this state, a great representative of the people, and a great person. And I'm going to let you kick this conversation off with her, because I think it's something very important. Although she's in the news for nothing that she's done wrong, but for things we recognize that are wrong and why she's being attacked.
Representative Jasmine Crockett she's going through what a lot of Black women in America have either experienced or are experiencing, which is the pet to threat phenomena. As we know, most people know, and if you don't, whenever I talk, always feel free to look things up. When I say look it up, do it. Don't just assume you know. Really know. It's important that you really, really understand. When Malcolm X spoke on the most disrespected person is a Black woman, and he was very specific, not only of what Black women have to battle, which is very unique to Black women. Mm-hmm. This doesn't have anything to do with other races of women. It's very specific to Black women. I think that gets glossed over by a lot of people because they buy into the lies of who they believe Malcolm X is, because it's intellectual laziness is very comforting. Truth seeking is very uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And it's deliberate. So I want to really speak on this and help people have a stronger awareness of what really is at play here, because Black women have not been wrong yet. We weren't wrong about Trump. We weren't wrong about Hillary. We weren't wrong about Kamala. We weren't wrong about Fetterman. We weren't wrong about Bernie.
Right.
People can argue those things, but at the end of the day, we know what we're doing.
Right.
So with Jasmine Crockett, we're watching the slow motion of something we already know, which is pet to threat. Pet to threat is a phrase that was coined by Black psychologist Keisha Thomas. She studied this concept that she noticed specific to Black women within medical documentation, how there was an inherent bias that was more than what she noticed with other races of women, which is, again, something that Malcolm X spoke about. And so I, as a Black woman, I recognize this pattern, because when Black women dare to venture into spaces that are hostile, that don't want us there because you ascend to power or financial independence, there will always be people there to sabotage you. And it's a very specific type of sabotage. Like with people saying, I'm the least racist person you know. You're the least qualified person to make that statement. You may not say the N-word, but the things you do and the things you support are so outrageously racist that to the casual observer, you are extremely racist. So you shouldn't make those types of qualifying statements, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this pattern that I'm watching happen with Jasmine Crockett, we already watched it happen with Kamala. So if you're not seeing it, it's because you're not paying attention, and it's because you like it. And we as Black people have to get more vocal and intentional with saying it. Say that. Say that. This is happening because you like it. Period. With Jasmine Crockett, she's going through this pattern that many Black women know all too well. Initially, when you reach for that higher rung and you land, right, you get there and you're so proud of yourself because you're the first, you're the only. This was a hard thing, and you did it. You did it as a Black woman. You accomplished this amazing feat. And then everyone's there, right? Everyone's there, and initially they love you, they praise you, they welcome you, they celebrate you, and they comment on how smart you are, how articulate you are, how easy to work with you are. You're a breath of fresh air. You're just what we needed. I'm so excited you're here.
You're right.
Jasmine Crockett received all of that. And then she got to work. And part of her work, she was tapped to be one of the surrogates for Vice President Kamala Harris' campaign and the DNC. Why? Why was she tapped? One, she's intelligent, she's articulate, she has a great way of communicating with younger generations. Because as she said herself, I don't speak like a politician. I speak like an everyday average American. And that's what the younger voter wants. They want someone who talks to them like a normal person. It's also important that they chose her as a surrogate because she represents the base of the Democratic Party. She's an intelligent, accomplished, beautiful, well-spoken Black woman. Is that not the base of the Democratic Party? She's pragmatic because she's an attorney. So she looks at the facts, not the feelings. Facts come first, feelings come second. All of this was happening. She raised a lot of money for the DNC. She was very vocal about her support for Vice President Kamala Harris. She was really effective beating down a lot of the, I'm going to say this word wrong. It's not because I'm stupid. It's because I'm just going to say it wrong because it doesn't come naturally out of my mouth. I type it more than I say it. Misogynoir, or whatever. Anyway, the intersection of being a Black woman and racism, right? Anti-Blackness. So Jasmine was very effective at that, which really you need a Black woman having your back to battle that, because we have that sixth sense for it. And so she was extremely effective. Now that the election is over and there's a lot going on, because everything Black women said would happen is actually happening, now she's a threat. And the way you move from pet to threat is if you show confidence, or you set a boundary, or you stop performing the way they want you to perform. You have too much independence and they don't feel like they can control you anymore. If you're no longer looked at as non-threatening to the powers that be, we're talking about white supremacy in a white supremacist country, you're too visible, you're too vocal, you're too powerful, you're too influential. People love you more than they love other people. You're stealing the spotlight. We don't like this. That's when you become a threat. And when you become a threat, you're labeled difficult, angry, intimidating, highly competitive, and you're not a team player. And I've spoken about being called not a team player within my own professional life. Mm-hmm. And I know exactly what that means. I know what's coming next is going to be the punishment. It's the punishment for shining. It's the punishment for not being small, but being big and loud and effective and competent in a sea of incompetence. Everyone has their strengths. Why can't you shine? Because it's threatening. It's threatening to other people who don't want to cede power to you. This is what Jasmine Crockett is going through right now. And I'm appalled that more Democrats aren't pushing back and vocalizing, we're doing it to her now. They did it to Kamala. Now we're doing it to Jasmine. Who is going to be next?
Warrior line, soul tribe, assemblies live. So come subscribe. Your soul's in trial, or simply tied. It's soul medicine, it gets revived. The warrior line, soul tribe, assemblies live. It's friendly vibe. The soul medicine will give you life. You're a warrior, let's get